Hey everyone, welcome to part one of my entire DVD and Blu-ray collection. So for part one, we're just going to go through some of the collection that is not up in my collection room. This is stuff that I just keep in the living room because it's some of my favorites. So we're going to start off with my favorite actor because he is so over the top. So ridiculous, but some of his performances are great. And that's going to be my entire Nicolas Cage Blu-ray and DVD. Let's go. So starting off, we're just going to start with the DVDs that I own. Trying to upgrade everything to Blu-ray. Some of the DVDs you just find and you're like, well, it's a placeholder for now. And some aren't even released to Blu-ray, or the Blu-rays are way too expensive. So we're going to start off here. We have 8mm, Guarding Tess, one of the newer pickups that I have, so I have not seen that one yet. Another newer one, Trapped in Paradise. Looks like it could be interesting. With The Cotton Club, The Weatherman, animated A Christmas Carol. Have not yet watched this one, but I'm assuming it's just like every other Christmas Carol. We have USS Indianapolis, Moonstruck. There's a 2-pack here, but this one is for Vampire's Kiss. One of his extremely over the top. Snake Eyes. And that's it for the DVDs. The rest we have on Blu-ray. So the first Blu-ray is the Nicolas Cage Collection. So this has Drive Angry, Kick-Ass, Bangkok Dangerous, Season of the Witch, and Lord of War. So I don't believe I've watched Season of the Witch. Kick-Ass, really good. I wasn't a big fan of Lord of War, but I think I have to give that one another go. Stolen. Probably the best animated film of recent years. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Probably top 5 for Nicolas Cage movies. I just watched this last weekend, but it is The Rock. And of course, I usually watch that one a few times a year. Haven't watched this one yet. Rage, but kind of when he was coming out with a movie every month. Outcast, one of his newer ones. Mom and Dad. We have Matchstick Men. We have Mandy, which got lots of praise, very artsy film. Enjoyed that one. Looking Glass. Left Behind, where he got his Oscar, Leaving Las Vegas. I watched this one a while ago. I don't remember too much about it. I'll have to give it another rewatch. But that is Knowing. Joe. Different role for him, but good. Inconceivable. One of those straight to Blu-ray DVDs. The Humanity Bureau. We have Honeymoon in Vegas. This is another in my top 5 for sure. probably top 3 just because I watch this so often, but that is Gone in 60 Seconds. Nothing special, but for some reason, I just love that movie. Next, have yet to see that one. It's on my to-watch list. The next 2 here are really good. I would say the first one is definitely top 5 for me, but it's National Treasure 1 and National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets. 2 movies that aren't as good, but still, Nicolas Cage. Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. Frozen Ground. Shout Select of Wild at Heart. Haven't watched that one yet. We have terrible, terrible movie, but guilty pleasure, The Wicker Man. Another Shout Select, one of his earlier movies I watched recently. It's okay. Valley Girl. I remember liking this one with Elijah Wood, The Trust. Kind of surprising. No one really talks about that one, but I thought it was good. Trespass. This one coming after Mandy. Haven't watched this one yet, but I heard it's not as good, but it's Color Out of Space. This one disappointed me a bit, but it's still okay. Primal. I thought it was going to be a lot different than it actually was, just looking at it. I thought it was going to be a sort of a jungle movie, but it's all set on a boat with the worst CGI leopard I've ever seen. Next one, Army of One. Have not watched this one yet. Another one that is one of his newer ones that I have yet to watch, Jiu-Jitsu. It Could Happen to You. Uh, 4K of Croods, A New Age. I honestly have not seen Croods or Croods 2, and I think I should have Croods somewhere in this pile. Next one, set in a little hotel, The Kill Chain. Okay. Not one of his best. We have World Trade Center. Another Shout Select. Adaptation. We have 211. I believe this is also a newer one. Haven't watched it yet, but it looks interesting. Between Two Worlds. Or Between Worlds. Sorry, my cat is crazy. Seeking Justice. We have Wind Talkers. A couple more stacks to go. Dying of the Light. Frickin' cat. We have Dog Eat Dog. And here's the first Croods. Another top 3. I don't know. This is probably number 2, but we have Con Air. With that being said, number 1, obviously, Face Off. I watch Face Off more often than I should. Bad Lieutenant. Coming down to the last few here. Another animated movie of his that I've not yet watched, but I gotta get it because it's Nick Cage. Astro Boy. We have The Family Man. and his newest movie that I just got in the mail the other day, Willy's Wonderland. So, thanks for watching part 1 of the video, Nick Cage. Stay tuned for part 2. I have one more collection that I keep down here in the living room, and the rest is all up in the collection room.